If you've ever been stuck with tinny, lifeless car speakers, you know the struggle. I went out and bought the top 5 4-inch car speakers on the market so you don't have to waste your money. I've tested them all in real cars, cranked the volume, and listened to everything from rap to classical, so you'll know which one actually sounds great. Product number 1, JVC CS-J420X 4-inch two-way coaxial. When I held the JVC CS-J420X, the first thing I noticed was how solid the build felt. The shiny composite fiber cone and hybrid surround make it feel like it can actually handle some serious volume without warping. Installing them was straightforward. The pack came with all the screws and cables I needed. Performance-wise, these speakers surprised me. The highs are crisp thanks to the neodymium tweeter, and the lows aren't overblown but still punchy. Playing rock and hip-hop, I could hear all the instrument separation clearly. The 210-watt peak power handled highway speeds without distortion, which was impressive for 4-inch speakers. If you want a reliable pair that balances clarity and bass without breaking the bank, the JVCs are solid. They're perfect if you want something that sounds clean in small to medium cars. Speaking of punchy sound, the next speaker I tried is a little more aggressive. Product number 2, Pile 4 Car Sound Speaker PL42BL. Holding the Pile PL42BL, I immediately liked the blue poly injection cone. It actually looks cool installed, not just functional. The build feels lighter than the JVC, but the ASV voice coil and 20-ounce magnet show it's designed for serious performance. When I tested these, the sound was loud and detailed. Bass isn't earth-shattering, but for a 4-inch speaker, it's surprisingly full. I played electronic music, and it carried both low and mid-range tones really well. The 180-watt peak handling meant I could push them without distortion, which I loved. These are great if you want a speaker that's visually stylish and plays loud without sounding harsh. And if you're looking for something with a bit more depth, I tried a 3-way system next that really surprised me. Product number 3, Boss Audio Systems BE423 Rage Series. The first thing I noticed about the Boss BE423s was how heavy they feel for 4-inch speakers. The poly injection cone and rubber surround give them a very sturdy, almost industrial feel. Mounting them in my doors was easy, though the 1.8-inch depth means you need a little space. When I turned them on, the 3-way system really stood out. You get lows, mids, and highs all separated clearly. Playing hip-hop and pop, the bass was deeper than I expected, and the tweeter made vocals pop without sounding tinny. At highway speeds, they maintained clarity, and the 225-watt peak power gives them some serious punch for city streets or open roads. If you're looking for a 4-inch speaker with more range and power than most, this is it. They're for anyone who wants their music to feel full, even in a small car. But if you prefer something closer to a stock replacement, the next pair fits that bill perfectly. Product number 4, Rockford Fosgate Prime R14X2 two-way coaxial. Picking up the Rockford Fosgate R14X2, I immediately felt the quality. The polypropylene cones are smooth, and the integrated silk dome tweeter feels classy. They're small but sturdy, perfect if you're just replacing factory speakers without going wild on power. Performance-wise, these are clean and precise, though they don't have the same low-end punch as the bigger Pile or Boss models. The 30-watt RMS is low, but that's exactly why they're ideal as a direct factory replacement. You don't need to upgrade your head unit or amplifier. If you're on a budget or just want something that sounds noticeably better than stock, these are perfect. They fit most standard mounts without fuss, and the included grills actually make them look neat in the car. But if you want something that goes harder on bass, the kicker speakers I tried last are the ones. Product number 5, Kicker 46 CSC 44 CS Series. The Kicker CSC4s feel like serious gear the moment you hold them. The heavy-duty motor and neodymium tweeter give them a premium feel, and the UV-treated polyfoam surround tells me these can last under heat and sun. Installation was simple thanks to the shallow mounting depth. They fit nearly every car I tried. Once I cranked them up, these speakers hit hard. The bass is deeper than I expected for 4-inch, and the highs are clear without being piercing. I ran everything from rap to orchestral tracks, and it all sounded natural. The stamped steel frame keeps vibration to a minimum, so even at high volumes, they don't rattle. If you want a real upgrade from factory speakers, Kicker is my pick. They're for anyone who wants small speakers that still deliver serious sound quality. That's my roundup of the best 4-inch car speakers I've tested. Each one has its own strengths, whether you're looking for loudness, clarity, or just a simple replacement. Check the links in the description for the latest prices and deals. You might be surprised what's in your budget.